Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Now today is a Wednesday, which would normally mean on my channel I take some kind of interesting and ponderous topic and have a good old ramble about it. But today we are going to be breaking from the norm somewhat, as I have in my possession for a very short amount of time these amazing, well, the amazing quantity I think is the most amazing thing. I've seen these coins before, I've got a couple of these coins for myself, but I've never seen them in this quantity. We have here 58 Queen's Beasts split between the Dragons and the Griffins, and we also have a 10-ounce Kookaburra and a 10-ounce multi-leaf Maple. And these have all come to me for a very brief amount of time as part of the group order which I arranged via the Silver Forum from the European Mint, and I did the unboxing and overview of this order over the weekend. So I'll put links in the description below if you want to go and see all of that. But today, not only are we going to admire all of these coins in all of their glory, because it's something incredibly special to have the privilege of being able to have all of these out on the table to share with you all. It's really very cool indeed. But I want to talk about the future of these group orders which I arrange. I've been doing them for a while now, and of course I enjoy them, but they are an awful lot of work. And when I say an awful lot of work, that's an understatement. They are a monumental undertaking here in the Backyard Bullion household, and it's not just myself that gets involved. Mrs. Backyard Bullion does so much behind the scenes, and you guys need to give her the biggest thank you and hooray that you can possibly give, because without her this really wouldn't go anywhere near as smoothly, and believe me, it's not even that smooth if you think about it from my perspective. It really wouldn't go that smoothly without her. She does everything behind the scenes to organise me and organise just generally what the schedules are going to be with regards to these group orders. Now, for those of you who don't really know about them, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically we buy the silver on people's behalf from the European Mint. We take delivery, we do this wonderful unboxing series every 6 weeks, 2 months or so, and then we distribute all the silver coins out to all of the customers. And that's not as simple as it might sound. It's very, very time consuming from a number of different perspectives. So the orders usually start well in advance of these unboxings. They are open for 3 or 4 weekends, maybe even longer depending on whether there's delays or not. And each weekend I'm having to field and deal with queries of customers about different coins, to give quotes, accept payments, track them, and then place the actual order with the European Mint on that evening, of that Sunday evening, so that we've got everything locked in and it's all done and dusted. And that takes up an awful lot of time, and of course all of that is over a weekend as well. And Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I are both very busy people, and we have a lot on, and it just takes its toll after a while. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it and I really appreciate the opportunity of being able to do these group orders and to show all of these unboxings. Of course, the unboxings really help my YouTube channel, and of course all of you out there who are not part of these group orders get to see what everybody else is buying, get to see these awesome coins. By the way, this is one of my favorites. I really love this. Look how sort of high profile the leaf is sticking out of here. Very, very cool indeed. And it's, things like this I wouldn't necessarily be able to get and show people on YouTube. So I really do appreciate, and I'm very grateful for all of the contributions that group order members make. However, it doesn't stop there, because once we have closed the order every, so if it's open for 4 weekends, we close it on that last weekend. It seems like whatever I and Mrs. Backyard Bullion plan and do from our perspective, it always seems to have things that go a little bit wrong in terms of schedules. It's not just the European Mint, and it's not just goldsilver.be. There's loads of other companies that I've experienced where very large and complex orders take longer to arrange and package and then ship. Shipping alone for this order took well over a week. In fact, it was about 9 or 10 days in total, because it had to be by land rather than air because it was too heavy. And Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I put together these schedules, and we then hope and we work towards those, and we plan our personal lives around those orders and those schedules that we will have been assured by the various dealers or parties involved. And when we get delays, and delays are fine, the odd week here or there is fine, but sometimes it can be 3 or 4 weeks delayed, it just adds to our burden and our stress of waiting for these coins to come, and then we've obviously got a lot of value of precious metal here that we basically have taken money from Silver Forum members, and we are then custodian of that until it's delivered. And I put my disclaimers out there on the Silver Forum, the order itself about this. If you're joining, it's at your own risk and all of that. And I know that a lot of the community members are really supportive, and they don't go and shout at me if there's a delay and if there's some kind of issue with the order, because sometimes there are coins which aren't delivered or aren't in stock or come damaged or toned or whatever it is. And the vast majority of people are very, very sort of helpful and supportive on that side of things. But there have been a few times when, either through fault of my own or through fault of one of the dealers, we've had to let a customer down, and it irks me when that happens. And whilst the customer might not overtly say they are annoyed, I am annoyed, and that's from my perspective not good. So what I'm trying to get at is that doing these orders are very, very stressful. They are very time consuming and stressful indeed. And consequently, certainly when you look at this, and I'm filming this in advance of us sorting out the huge mess that is to the left of me here. And I'm very quickly going to pan the camera so that you can see part of the mess. So all of that has to be organized and then packaged up individually for each customer. We have to make sure that every customer gets exactly what they've ordered, in obviously the right boxes, with the right addresses, with the right invoices in there, and that's no easy feat at all. As I speak, Mrs. Backyard Bullion is upstairs packaging boxes of other items that can go in there that aren't on the table here, so Backyard Bullion items, 100-gram Silver Forum bars, for example. And it takes a lot of time, and I'm fully expecting that as I'm filming this today, not Wednesday as it is for you guys, but the day I'm filming this, the day after and the day after that, we will probably be still reeling from the effects of this. Whether or not we'll even get it done in a 24-hour period, I don't know. The last couple of times we've done this, we've stayed up well into the early hours of the morning to make sure it's all done, because of course we want to get this out as soon as possible to customers, but also I don't particularly want all of this silver lying around my house for any longer than it really needs to be. So to get it done and out the door within 24 hours is always the goal that we try and work to. So what does that mean for the future of group orders? Now, I've moaned a lot here, and it's not really moaning, it's more just filling you guys in on what we have to go through and what you really have to understand goes into these group orders. It's not just as simple as, oh yeah, I'll order those coins for you and post them out to you when they're done. It takes a lot of time and energy and effort. So we want to do more of these group orders in the future, because the benefits for me as an individual are, I get to unbox for you guys on YouTube, and I get to do these videos which are pretty phenomenal, and that's very special, and I don't want to lose that. I think it's very good. Secondary to that, we get to bring so much cheap silver to people. We get to save you guys a lot of money. We get to increase our reputation within the community, which is of course really important. And also it helps promote Backyard Bullion as a brand, helps promote the Silver Forum, helps promote the Silver Forum merchandise, the products, the 100-gram bars, which incidentally, if you would like to support me and you're not part of this group order, but you can sympathise with the amount of work that me and Mrs. Backyard Bullion go through, then feel free to jump over to my website and purchase some of these 100-gram Silver Forum bars. Anything that you can donate in that sense really supports everything that we do here and makes it all that little bit more worthwhile. Now, to the case at hand, which is the future of group orders. We will be doing another group order. However, Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I are going to take a well-deserved break. As I said earlier in the video, it takes a lot of time over weekends for me to organise and liaise with customers, especially when we have 2,000 ounces over 4 weekends worth of orders. So to that effect, we will be having a break, and the next order will be commencing on the 27th and 28th of October. And it will be open for 4 weekends. We will actually be doing a dual dealer order. So we will be using goldsilver.be and European Mint for that group order. We recognise that there is still a demand to use goldsilver.be. From my experience and from my own personal preference, European Mint is, in my opinion, doing a little bit better at the moment. They've got better prices on the majority of coins that people are wanting to pick up in bulk. However, of course, the downside is that they don't have the array of coins, the sort of sheer variety of coins that goldsilver.be has. And don't get me wrong, goldsilver.be are not a bad company at all. Some people have had issues with them in the past, but I personally never have. It's just from a price perspective, it's just very, very logical to go with European Mint. But from a variety perspective, they have a much bigger variety. So we will be using both goldsilver.be and European Mint. They'll start on the 27th and 28th of October. It will run for 4 weekends, finishing on the 17th and 18th of October. And I haven't set all of the T's and C's out, and I haven't opened it up to anything exactly yet. There will be more information following on this channel as well as over on the Silver Forum. So if you'd like to get updates on that, if you'd like to get the updates here on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to find out more about it, head on over to the Silver Forum. Put a link down in the description below to the thread where I detailed some of the future of these group orders. And on there you'll find a very, very sneaky discount code as well. So make sure you head on over and have a look. So that's the future plan. That's going to be it for 2018. One more big order. It's going to come in time for Christmas, hopefully anyway. And then Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I will look to 2019 and the run-up to Brexit, which is going to have a huge implication for these orders. It might well mean in the future that the orders can't happen anymore because VAT, because of Brexit, because of a no-deal Brexit. But I will no doubt be moaning and talking about Brexit in another video later on in the coming weeks and months. So, in the meantime, if you would like to support the group order, head on over to my website, have a look at the 100 gram Silver Forum bars. We've still got some in stock, and all the purchases go towards helping maintain and run the Silver Forum, as well as keeping myself and Mrs. Backyard Bullion happy for all of our efforts. I just want to finish by saying all of the Silver Forum members who have supported this order and who have already either purchased 100 gram bars or have donated incredibly generously to the Backyard Bullion Takeaway Fund, because after we've finished wrapping all of this and all of this mess to the left of me, we'll be ordering one heck of a big slap-up takeaway. I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys. Thank you so much. It really is so humbling that you put your trust in us to do this and to get these orders done as best as we can for you, and your support goes a long way. It really does. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It really is very, very humbling and a pleasure to help you guys. Otherwise, last thing to do, as always, put the thumbs up on this video, share it around. If you enjoyed the array of 600 ounces of Queen's Beasts, well, 580 ounces of Queen's Beasts plus 2 others, then please hit the thumbs up button. It helps spread the video around through YouTube. Comment down below as well. All of your comments do not go unanswered. I will make sure I get back in touch with all of you. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.